We're here at the opening of the Austrian pavilion. What do you think of it?
Oh, it's okay. It's an interesting story. It was never done before, this kind of research of global parliaments. I think it's quite interesting to see the relation and the relation between architecture and politics and the maybe ambivalent relation between these two subjects.
But it's just okay.
It's just okay, yes. No, but it's nothing to say against it. It's well done and it's interesting.
And what do you think of the Biennale at whole?
No, as I said once that I've visited all biennales from 1980 on, and it's really a seismograph of the development of architecture and the discourse of architecture over the decades. And I think following Sejima's Biennale and following the comments by David Chipperfield, now the proposal by Rem was really the right one in this time. It's for me a kind of call for a restart of architecture. Because he showed all the industrialized building technologies which were developed in following a kind of modern idea, and now we are more or less at the end and should restart the whole program.
And why do we have an architecture biennale and not just an art biennale? Why is it important to have it?
No, it was developed in the late 70s, and as you know, it was more or less a coincidence between the new architecture museums which were established in the late 70s and early 80s. It was in the midst of this postmodern area of architecture where architecture became let's say a subject of display, of showing on it, having more and more photographs of architecture, and so it's becoming more and more a kind of public interest. All the media were growing in the 70s, 80s on architecture. So it was a typical cultural development which happened. And I don't see any end of it. It's just since the 80s, architecture is part of the cultural industry and should have the same events and venues like art biennales and others.